Whirlpool makes all the KitchenAid mixers in the United States, and they're all made at a plant in Greenville, Ohio, and that's been the case since 1941. So first question is, why do you make them here and not overseas?
That's a great question. We do it simply because it makes great business sense. When we evaluate where we're going to manufacture a product, we look at the factory's ability to deliver high quality, maintain supply flexibility, and be cost competitive. Greenville is a tremendously efficient and effective manufacturing facility, delivering high quality, optimal supply flexibility, and is cost competitive with Asian sources.
Does this speak to the fact that many of the KitchenAid mixers end up being sold in the U.S. as well?
Yes, a strong portion of our mixers are sold in the U.S. However, we do sell now in 97 countries, and our assortment abroad continues to increase.
All right, there are other KitchenAid products that are made abroad, and certainly other Whirlpool brands, because Whirlpool owns KitchenAid, that are made overseas. How easy or difficult, I wonder, a decision is it to decide to move production overseas and away from the U.S.?
Well, it's a very difficult decision to move jobs out of the U.S. Our roots run deep here, and we like to keep jobs here in the U.S. However, we have to be competitive. Having said that, the quality of our factories often makes that decision easy. We have great people, we believe the best workforce in the world, making high quality products, and we don't compete exclusively on price. Yes, we have to be cost competitive, but we deliver high quality, high performance, well-designed products that appeal greatly to our consumer base.
All right, you say you have to be cost competitive. What are the biggest challenges to manufacturing at home in the U.S.?
The biggest challenges are really around labor cost is a challenge, certainly. Our labor costs are certainly higher than a lot of places around the world. Tooling costs is another area where costs are higher than a lot of offshore manufacturing areas. Another key challenge is just the supply base. Getting, with the change in the manufacturing landscape here in the U.S., it is harder to find good component suppliers here in the U.S.
Right, the components end up being shipped in from overseas.
In some cases, that is true.
Okay, let's talk about healthcare costs. Has that been a bigger issue with the reform taking place?
Healthcare costs have certainly pushed our costs up, but we're still in a very good situation from a cost perspective in Greenville, Ohio.
Now, you're at the front line of a company that makes products here at home. We've gotten mixed reads, if you could call it that, on the state of manufacturing. Some good, some not so good. How strong or weak is the state of the industry as we head into what is now our fourth year of recovery from the recession?
Well, despite the economic downturn, the KitchenAid business has continued to grow, both here in the U.S. and abroad. Like I mentioned earlier, we now sell in 97 countries, and we're growing strongly across all regions. So manufacturing, over the last 5 years, we have increased our manufacturing labor force by approximately 20%. We've increased our manufacturing floor space dramatically. So in the case of KitchenAid, the manufacturing base is very strong.
What about taxes, very quickly here? Are the taxes that the U.S. has too uncompetitive?
I don't know. I don't want to comment on that. I wouldn't say that. I'd say all I would want to say is that from a cost competitiveness perspective, we are cost competitive in Greenville, Ohio.